And here's how you do your own custom drum kits in Studio One. This should work for Studio One 4, 5, possibly even 3. So what you're going to do is open up your instruments, open up a blank impact, and then exit out of that. And there's 2 ways you could do it. You can, one, let's just say I drag over an MVP kit. And let's say I want this 808 in my kit. So I'm gonna just press record. It don't matter if it's on beat or not. And then make sure that you arrow it out. You don't have to arrow it out here. You can arrow it out there too. And then what you're going to do is click this. And when you click on your loop to drag and drop, it's going to bring you back, or on your sample, it's going to bring you back to this impact. But you go up here to impact the first one, which is the top one, and then you can lay it in there. So now it's in there. I want to make sure it's on there. There it is. And then the other way you can do it is you can right click and you can add a sample there. And if you have one in like your downloads, then let's say like a 808, you can just open, and there it is. And you can do this for as many things as you want. Let's just say you really like this kit, this MVP loop. So you can go ahead and just start hitting stuff. So just record. Okay. So you like those 3, then what you can do is cut, whatever. I know I'm off of my cuts, but we can fix that. And then delete. And now you got 3 different ones. So like I said, you click, hold, and like you're trying to, open this first. Then click and move this out the way. Click and hold and bring it up here. So here's 1, which by the way, the other 2 are down there. Click, hold, bring it back in here. There's 2, even though I should pull up my other window for this, but go up here and boom, up here and boom. Now we're building our own kit, and we're just taking out a little bit. And that was easier because you just played them and boom. Now you can delete and go to the next kit and just build up on your kit. Find little things that you want. Say I want this. Just record. So obviously this is only 1. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing. Same thing. So you could get the hang of this. It's pretty simple. Up here, don't forget that part. And you see how it cut off right here, because this is where it cut off. So you can work on a cutoff on here too. So like right here, you see this open gap. I could just close it in impact right there. So now it's doesn't have a blank before it's right on it. And yeah, that's how you do it. So once you're done, like I said, you can do it that way, or you can right click and add a sample there. You can replace a sample there. You can clear the whole pad or clear the whole bank, which is all the pads. And then once you're done and you want to save it, click this right here, store preset, and you just call it drums, and put it in a subfolder, or you could keep it not in a subfolder. If it's not in a subfolder, press OK. Go to impact. Next time you got to get out of the MVP folder. It's right here in drums. So it's a regular name, not in a folder. But if I saved it in MVP or any of these other subfolders, it would be in those. So now every time I drag over drums, my drums pop up. But not only that, if you wanted to make more, you can go B and make more drums here. C, make more drums here. So it's a lot you can do. And then the last thing, this is for your 808s. Go to sample 1 and just drag over a regular, any old, just like a default. And then go to whatever one you want. So like, let's just say, this is for 808s. So let's just say, I'm going to pull up 808 over here. I got this, actually, yeah, let's pull up the Baby on Baby over here. So let's exit out of this. The Baby on Baby right here. So I'm gonna go just record it one time and then open up sample 1 here and drag it right there and drop it. So now I can go. Oops, let me go to sample 1. Now I can go. Oh, I gotta wait. Okay, so remember I was telling you about that thing because of this blank. Remember, you gotta always cut it up so now it's there. Now you can change the note. So yeah, that's for when you need to change your notes and stuff. Now, last thing I'm gonna show you guys is when you have your drum kit established, what you're gonna want to do is start updating the mix, like how you want to pitch it and filter it. So like, let's say on your kick, first off, I already showed you about this. I want it to end right there, and then I want the filter, and I want to put the eco filter. I want to add some drive and some punch, maybe a little more, and then some volume, and maybe. Next thing I'm gonna do is the kick. I mean the snare. Add some of that. Alright, so then once you do that to all of them, and you decide, like, you don't have to do it to all of them, of course, but whatever you feel is necessary. Then after you're done, then to update it, you click this again and update preset. So now this will be there. You see how that's automatic? So I can get out of here and go to the next one, which is Easy Kit, then go back to drums, and you can see it's there. So yeah, if you ever wanted to update it and change anything, just like, for example, if I wanted this to be cleared, this pad, clear pad, and I don't want that there next time, update preset, and now this ain't there anymore. So I mean, there's much more I want to show you with Impact, but this is a start and a great start if you ask me. And for sample 1, if you want to change the pitch and the octaves of your 808s and stuff. So yeah, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, like it. Yeah, I hope that helps somebody. And yeah, that's it, man. So I love. I'm signing out.